Hello, I'm Rhonda Porter. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode of The Mortgage Porter, December 8th, 2025. Optimal Blue reports the average rate for a 30-year fixed rate as of last Friday, December 5th, was 6.213%. This is very slightly higher than what I shared with you last week, and a rate for a VA loan averaged 5.738%. So that is a half point lower than a conforming rate, or almost half point lower. But please remember, this Optimal Blue index is an average from about 35% of the mortgage transactions or lenders who use Optimal Blue when they go in to lock in an interest rate. And we don't know how rates are being locked, if they're being priced with points or what somebody's credit scores are, and you can't lock in last Friday's rates. So if you would like to have a rate based off of your personal financial scenario, please reach out to me. I'm happy to provide that for you. This week, all eyes will be on the wrap-up of the Fed two-day meeting on Wednesday. Right now, the odds are around 87% that the Fed will cut rates by a quarter point on Wednesday. But please remember that this is the Fed funds rate and not mortgage rates. And although this will impact home equity lines of credit, if there is a rate adjustment, it doesn't directly impact your mortgage interest rate. And it's around 11 a.m. Seattle time as I prepare this for you, and mortgage-backed securities are down about 12 basis points. The big blue arrow on this chart is from the last Fed meeting rate announcement, which was on October 29th. And that red candlestick illustrates mortgage rates deteriorating that day following the 25 basis points rate cut that we did have to the Fed funds rate. And you can see those green dashes up into that day was showing that mortgage rates were improving up until we had that Fed rate cut. So we'll see what happens on this Wednesday with the Fed's announcement, but markets are expecting a rate cut of 25 basis points. Last week we had the 2026 conforming loan limits announced, and this week we have the VA loan limits. And VA loans actually don't have a loan limit. They are a true zero down loan product if the veteran has their full entitlement, meaning that they've not used or that they've paid off a previous VA-backed loan. If they have used their VA loan or they don't have full entitlement or they just have partial entitlement, then that's when these loan amounts come into factor, and it will impact the amount of down payment they need to do. Otherwise, if they have their full entitlement, there is no loan limit, and they can do a true zero down mortgage. So they're really a great benefit for veterans, and they do deserve to use this benefit for their service that they provided us. So if you are a seller and you have a VA offer, I hope you'll accept it. And they're a great loan. If you have any questions about VA loans, please reach out to me. I'm happy to answer those for you. Our next homebuyer workshop is coming up this Wednesday on December 10th. You don't want to miss it. We are going to go over steps from getting pre-qualified up to presenting an offer on a home. And it's a very important stages of the home buying process. So you do need to register at my blog at mortgageporter.com, and you'll see a link at the top of the page for classes and workshops, and that'll give you a link to our online webinar. And it is in a webinar format, so you don't have to worry about being on camera. You'll see me, but you can enjoy your lunch and hopefully learn some things about home buying from our class. And I hope you have a great week. If you know of anybody who's buying, selling, refinancing, or maybe needs a reverse mortgage, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help them. Take care. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.